I love building games. I don't think I've been this excited for a game in a long time. I played its predecessor non-stop in the last few weeks leading up to the birth of my daughter, so I was feeling pretty nostalgic for those days before I had to plan my free time. I love being a parent, but gone are the days of getting totally lost in a game and forgetting to check the clock. An hour of The Sims could easily turn into 4 or 5. I can barely even switch on my laptop now since it'll usually be bedtime by the time it loads. So, I've been a bit nervous about reviewing Dragon Quest Builders 2 since I don't have a great deal of time to spare. But now I've put in about 25 hours and always find it hard to call it a day. It's addicting. If you've played the first one, the familiarity of the design and the charming soundtrack means you'll settle right back in. If not, then there's a casual tutorial at the beginning which covers all the basics. I found the tutorial a little long-winded. Not only was I impatient to get building, it also has a pretty tight grip of your hand as it leads you around the basic controls. If you're a little too eager and try to jump ahead, you'll end up having to repeat yourself and you can end up speaking to the same folk over and over. This does, however, provide you with plenty of dialogue to set the scene for your onward adventures. Speaking of dialogue, I do have a minor issue with how much there is. The characters have a tendency to waffle on a bit, and even though I enjoy their sense of humour, I find myself often wanting to politely excuse myself and get on with whatever task they're trying to set for me. Yes, I understand that you want me to build you a toilet, but no, you really don't need to describe to me how you intend to use it, really. But thanks. What I do love is how supportive all your friends in the game are. As your wee team grows and you learn more recipes, it's really gratifying when they start applauding something that you've built. Or when you defeat a monster and your companion, Malroth, jumps up and high-fives you. Thanks, pals. This support will grow even more as you progress, but I won't spoil it for you. It's not just the building that I love though. Exploring the different areas and seeking out new materials is really rewarding. Although just be mindful that you're not meant to find certain areas until you're specifically sent there on a quest. The maps are well designed and don't seem quite as vast as the previous game either, with the fast travel function making it a lot easier to get around. You can easily warp back to base if night falls and be back in no time after a snooze and some seared scallywinkle for breakfast. This game isn't just about aimless exploring and building whatever you feel like, although there's enough freedom to do that too. You're given a nice balance of long-term goals and more immediate chapter-specific quests. The game presents you with these chapters in the form of different islands, much like its predecessor. What I love though is that everything you learn can be taken back to your central island, the Isle of Awakening. Here you can start to build and grow to your heart's content, but with more purpose than simply a sandbox mode would allow, thanks to additional goals. Doesn't this all sound lovely? I've been enjoying myself so much that I keep forgetting about the bad guys. Sure, they're there and you have to fight them off every now and again, but it's more of a minor inconvenience than a panic. The fights enhance an already pretty solid game without being the main focus. I feel like Dragon Quest Builders 2 has a lot more in store for me and I'm itching to get stuck back in at every opportunity. My 2-year-old has been watching me play and loves to ask about her favourite characters and where I built the bathroom or where I'm going for a wander. I think this bonus gratification has made me love it even more. Even so, it has all the elements I love in a game: exploring, collecting things, and of course building. What's not to love?